I didn't think we were very good, really, for much of the game. I mean, we were really sloppy, both with and without the puck. Not a lot of attention to detail and structure. All the things that really set us up for success yesterday were really not not displayed here today by our group, and you get what you deserve.
Yesterday, you said the same thing. That Leipzig phrase line was sloppy. Is that what caught up with you today?
I don't know if it necessarily caught up with it. It's just there was more guys. I mean, yesterday those guys didn't have a great day, but everybody else was playing as good as they have in a long time. Today, we just looked like a tired team. It wasn't executing at the same level that we did yesterday. And then when you become tired and you get sloppy, then you lose your structure. Then it makes it really hard on yourselves. That said, we had lots of opportunities to score more than we did, and we didn't, especially in the second period. They get three. I don't think they necessarily earned the three that they did get, and that's a tough hole for us to get out of.
On an upbeat, Kasperi Kapanen putting 2 big goals in the net. Can you just touch on his play for us?
Yeah, those are 2 big goals. I mean, the 2 goals we get in the first period are great goals for us, great individual efforts. Kapanen on the one and then Timashov on the other to set up Smitty. Those are great goals for us. Really mask the fact that we had a terrible period. It was really not a good period for us. Just we wanted to clean up a lot of things there in the intermission and be better. I thought we were a little bit better, but not quite enough. And then obviously, they get 2 that they find, they just shoot them in our net. So we need to get some stops there. But we just got to be a lot better in all of our details of our game if you're going to win consistently. We can't just play a great game like we did yesterday and then all of a sudden think it's going to get easy. We're not a team that's anywhere near that level.
Kirby right now has 13 points in his last 15 games. What are some of the changes you've seen in his game recently?
Well, he's playing with more confidence offensively. He's figured out where to stand and what plays he can have success with on the power play. That's been a big part of his production. He's got a lot to learn and a lot to do better at even strength away from the puck in particular. We've worked with him on that, and I think he's gotten a little bit better. But like a lot of our team, when we get tired and things get hard, he's got to really go back to that structure and be in the right spots. But he's gaining a lot more confidence, and he's contributed in a lot of different ways for our team.
Sheldon, has the goalie carousel made it more difficult to prepare?
Well, it doesn't make it any more different for me to prepare. It makes it harder for the goalies to prepare, I'm sure. That doesn't help their cause. But it's American Hockey League. You're going to be faced with different situations, and they got to deal with it. Our team's got to deal with it. The situation. It's out of everybody's control. So you just got to play. We got to play well in front of them, and that's the bottom line. We've done that at times and not gotten the results that we wanted. Today was the type of effort I think no matter who's in the net, I think we get what we deserve out of it.
Sheldon, staying on the topic of goaltending, Antoine Bibeau, I know we spoke about him pregame. What were your thoughts of his play today?
Well, I just didn't. I don't think they should have got 3. I think one of those 2 in the second period, he's got to make a save for us on those. That said, I thought there was a couple chances in the second period. He looked really strong, made good saves for us there, and they didn't get much of a sniff in the third period. So, it was a pretty good effort for him. It's been a long week for him. Bouncing around from the Leafs schedule to here, I thought we played better in front of him. It's not a factor, but I'd like to see them, him keep them at 2.
We haven't seen Kerry Romo in a while. Is he still with you guys?
Yeah, he's injured right now, so it's I'm not really sure of the status, to be honest, but he hasn't been skating or anything.
You've seen Kerry Ramo in a couple games now. Not Kerry Ramo, sorry. You've seen Frank Corrado in a couple games now. How is he doing?
I thought early in the week, we played 4 games this week. It's been a long week for us, and the first 2 games we played out in Manitoba, I thought he was outstanding. Really, really good. I think as the week has worn on here, it's clearly worn on him. I don't think he was as good yesterday or today, so he looks to be wearing down this week. But the first 2 games, I think, are more of an indication of what he is as a player when he's fresh. He's led our team in ice time in each of the games that he's played. We've tried to put him in a lot of different situations, and he's done well with it. In particular, the first couple of games we played out in Manitoba, he's moving really well. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and I believe, from what I saw in those first 2 games, he's a much better player than he was here a year ago.
Back in November, you said offense was going to be much harder to come by this season. That's what you believed. Is that playing out right now?
Clearly. A game like yesterday, we're executing at a high level in terms of how we're moving the puck. We're really structured, and despite the fact that our power play isn't a factor in the game, we're scoring goals. So we show we have the capability to do it, but a lot of where we are in the standings because we haven't produced enough offensively. I think, if I'm maybe mistaken, but I believe we have yet to lose a game in regulation this season when we scored 3 goals. So a lot of times we're losing, we're scoring 2 and 1 goal. So that's a contributing factor for sure. But if that's what you are as a team, then you got to make sure you're real good in every other area defensively. You stay out of the penalty box. You get really good in the penalty kill, and we failed to do that. So that's why we are where we are.